tape covered with clear tape, so at night you can write notes and you can see them without having a red lens on for patrol bases and such at night. Kind of comes in handy, so I just put a couple pieces of aluminum tape with clear tape in there. And then weapons, these are notes on the weapons. That's what you need to know for your AT4. So if you want to use it, you won't get in trouble for using it incorrectly. And then for your machine gun math for your 249s and your 240s, and the rates of fire from the Ranger handbook here. I believe it's from the Ranger handbook, but I know that the company's handed this out, so they validated it. Same as here. If you look at some of these numbers, you'll see that sometimes the round counts change from different charts, and that's just dependent on if they have 2 machine guns accounted for, or 1, or barrel changes. You just have to figure out what they intended the chart to be used for. So this is an analog calculator, more or less. This stands for actions on objective, and you have what stage you're at. You're going to put the rates of fire, rounds, time rounds expended, and rounds remaining. So what I would do is, for the rounds expended, I would go to the rates of fire, and this is the chart that is handed out. Not everybody gets this, so it's nice to have this, or understand how it works if you can get it, so you can use it and hopefully not run out of rounds throughout the whole objective. Cyclic, I was told that is for 1 machine gun, so you'd multiply these numbers times 2 for 2 240s or 249s, whatever you're doing, and then you would put their rates of fire in here, and then you'd use this chart. Like if you had sustained 4 for a minute, that would be 113, and then you'd put rounds expended, would go right here is 113, and then you'd take your total rounds, subtract it by here, and you got how many rounds are remaining, and you just work that down to here, and you have your total rounds used, how many you have, and then from here you'd work it down through this chart, and that's how you just kind of flow through this. So this is re-engagement. You may not use this. It depends if when you do your ambush, if you have to re-engage because someone's notionally still alive, then you'd re-engage and you'd use this part of the chart. If not, these rounds just consolidate and move down the chart. For battlefield handover, that's self-explanatory. If you know what that's for, that's what that's for. And then for your shift fire to lift fire, so once you shift, you can still maintain some rounds for the objective. They'll teach you what that means, but that's good to know. And then, backwards on that.